Morning everybody, welcome to Djuma Game Reserve in the Sabi Sands on this actually quite warm winter's morning. My name is Maxine and behind the camera with me today is Mpho, and we're going to be doing a safari spotlight this morning, and I'm really excited. It's my first safari spotlight. I'm sitting here on the clearings of Quarantine, which is just south of the camp, and listening out for any signs or sounds that might lead us in a certain direction. I'm hoping the bush is going to give us a clue as to where to start, but super excited. It's a lovely morning this morning. It's light breeze, nothing too strong, and I think we're going to have a really good morning. So let's get going. I'm going to head back to the vehicle and we'll see what we can find. Well, I was hoping the bush was going to give us a clue, and it really has. Right at the start of our safari, I've found some lion tracks. This track right here is a back foot of a lion, and you can see it's kind of oval in shape, a little bit oval in shape if you look at the overall shape of it. And if you come here, you can see a much rounder foot, and this is a front foot of a lion. This road is driven a lot, and these are on top of vehicle tracks, so we're definitely going to be following up. There is a little, I think it may have been a starling that walked over. I did see a starling in front of us when we stopped here, and the starling has walked over the lion tracks this morning. So I think these tracks are probably from very early hours of the morning or very late last night. But definitely worth following. It's just a single lion. Guys, look what we found. A male lion, and you can see how intent he is. He's actually looking at a herd of buffalo that are in the block just behind us. This is amazing. There's been such a lot of lion activity on the property overnight. I don't think this is the male we were tracking earlier. This is a big male, and I'm pretty sure that the one we were tracking earlier was the young male. I have a feeling it could be Mohawk, but I'm still new to identifying these lions, so I'm just going to check a couple of things. But it could be the Mohawk male. He's seen the buffalo, and it looks like he might be wanting to follow them. So we're going to follow him and see what happens.
The next step in your nature connection is to come to Africa and experience the magnificent places you've seen on WildEarth.
Well, we've managed to stay on the road and still keep him in our sights, which is great. So we're not actually impacting on his ability to hunt. We're not making a noise. We're just watching him as he moves through this thick block to the east of us. He's very alert. I'm not sure where he is now, if he can still see the buffalo. Up on the crest where we first found him, there was a long distance view of the buffalo. The grass is quite long here, but I'm sure he can smell them, he can probably hear them. He knows exactly where they are, and he's slowly making his way in their direction. It's going to be a tough call for a single male lion to bring down a buffalo. Not easy, but he does look quite hungry, and he certainly looks very interested in them. Okay, so the buffalo are running. I don't think he's chased them. I think they've somehow managed to pick up his scent. They've got really nervous and they are stampeding away. As they move across the road, I'm going to go up there and let's see if we can find this lion. Unfortunately, I don't think he managed to get close enough to them before they somehow became aware of his presence. See if we can find a way in here. If we can't find him from this side, we'll cut back to where we had him before. Looks like there's a little track here. Oh, this is where the old buffalo kill was. Very interesting. Almost in exactly the same spot where the Nkuhumas had that, I think James named him Richard. So we're right at the spot here. Those buffalo have stormed off. I don't even see any of them anymore. So we're just trying to now relocate on the male line. I'm sure that was the reason that they turned and ran. This is fascinating, everyone. So we're back at this carcass of Richard the buffalo, and the whole herd, well, not the whole herd, but a good portion of the herd have gathered around the carcass. When we arrived, they were all kind of smelling it, and this is really interesting. You hear of elephants doing this a lot, but I've never actually heard of or seen buffalo showing interest in a carcass of one of their own. But they certainly seem to all be gathered around. They're moving off now. I think it's because we're here. But when we arrived, they really were all gathered around smelling the carcass of Richard the buffalo. Quite amazing. Well, just an update, everyone. You can see how thick the bush is here. We've come back round, we've left the buffalo herd. We came back round to the last place where we actually saw the lion in the block to try and see if we could find him again, but he has disappeared. I think he's still in there. I think he's probably still hunting. Or maybe when the buffalo herd caught wind of him, he might have decided to find a shady spot and just rest for a while. It seems like he is trailing the herd though. But I don't want to go crashing in there. We will disturb his hunt if we go in there. It's really, really thick. So we're going to leave him in peace. Maybe we can catch up with him a bit later.
If you have enjoyed the video and you like what you see, all you have to do is go to the bell notification, hit the bell notification so you are notified when all videos are uploaded. You must also like and subscribe, as well as become a YouTube member to stay connected with nature.